Hey Taurus, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Tonight I'm going to be doing your 11 separation read for the month of April. I wanted to say thank you for the 1,744 views for last half reading. I sure appreciate you guys. We have the new moon in Aries coming on in the 11th, so this is the time to get, if you want to get something done, that's the time to do it, and you're going to have the motivation and the bravery to break through some things. So let's see what we've got for Taurus in love for April. Longing. So there's some longing in the situation, aching, pining, past love. Feminine energy. So this may be, of course, separation with a twin flame, or could be the longing of a past lover. Somebody's a chaser in this situation, and there's mirroring behavior happening. Shared feelings, definitely. Somebody likes the thrill of the chase. Okay, somebody likes the thrill of the chase. So let me get my big ass cards out here. Let's get into some energy of the situation. Yeah, somebody's wanting and longing for an offer to come. The Empress was here. All right, so wish fulfillment and healing. We have someone coming in, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, possibly. We've got a lot of water here. Coming in to make the offer for wish fulfillment. Somebody desires a new opportunity in this situation. There you go. So let's see what we got. Reconciliation, judgment, reconciliation. Somebody's not taking other opportunities. They feel like even though there may be options, okay, even though there may be options in this situation, they only want one person. And they're wanting this person to come together in relationship with. They want this reconciliation with the lover. So Taurus, let's see what's going on with your partner. A lot of water energy here. Okay, so we have somebody standing and watching, but not really doing a lot because they've been kind of beat up, right? They want to have a conversation, but they don't want, the reason that they may not be moving forward is because they don't want the conversation to end up in a fight, in a conflict. They don't want conflict because that's not the direction that they want to take this thing, right? So let's see what's going on with you, Taurus. Yeah, Taurus, you're just kind of, you feel defeated in this situation, and you kind of feel like, you know, that offer of love is never going to happen. And you're trying to find the courage to sort of move forward with this thinking. However, you do feel like, Taurus, you're in the reverse, right? But you do feel like this cycle is kind of, this ship is kind of sailed. And you're not anticipating that there is going to be a reconciliation here, which, you know, there most certainly is. Your person's not communicating because they're afraid it's going to end in conflict. But let's see what's going on with their blocks. Okay. Part of the block is being resourceful. They want to do whatever it takes to make this situation move forward. There's an element here of the fear of betrayal. So let's see what that is. They don't want this to seem shady, maybe. Yeah, so they want to move forward with this situation, right? But just as they are not reaching out to make conflict because they're afraid that the conversation is going to end in fighting, they also don't want any misunderstandings, any shadiness in this situation. They want to be transparent, they want to be honest, and they're trying to get past some ideas that maybe there was some hidden issues here that seem sort of deceptive. They want this Four of Wands energy, this marriage commitment coming together, stabilizing the relationship. So let me kind of see what this Devil energy is here for. They're going to do whatever it takes to move forward, though. They will. Even if it means they have to be transparent and, you know, lay prostrate out on the floor. They're going to do it. Mental illness. Maybe they're trying to overcome some things here. Interpersonal. So let's show what your blocks are, Taurus. Taurus, here you are. Right here is the Hierophant in reverse. You think that this relationship is pretty much over. I feel like you think that in some respects this relationship was from a time in which you were maybe a little naive. Maybe you were not as experienced as you are now. In some way, I feel like you think this was a childhood love. And maybe there's some element of illusion here because you don't feel like you were mature enough at the time. But you kind of started making the decision and looking at the possibility and facing the possibility that this person is not going to reach out and communicate with you. So let's see what is going on between the two of you. Somebody wants the new opportunity. Are they expressing it through verbal communication? No, not at this time. They're sort of trying to work up the courage here to deal with their own issues. They just don't want to appear dishonest to you for some reason. Yeah, the offer, communicating the offer and making the offer and it being a solid offer is the issue. So communicating this kind of offer, which is a small offer, versus communicating, hey, the big offer, the commitment offer. This is sort of like, yeah, let's go study or whatever, you know, that is. And this is more like, let's get married energy. So there's some sort of a maturity that has to happen or had to happen here in this relationship in order for it to progress from, you know, we're together to we're committed, we're married, we're building a life together, right? So let's see how your partner feels about you. Yeah, Sagittarius is here. Of course, I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn specific, Aries specific, a lot of water energy, Aries, Gemini. So, Gemini, sorry. Sagittarius. So what we have here is somebody trying to, they want to maintain balance, and they've chosen balance over love relationship. So what they're saying is, remember we talked earlier about these interpersonal issues that are going on with somebody and they're trying to overcome that. That's their main focus right now, is to maintain their balance is more important than lovers, than relationships. And also, you know, I mean, if they're not able to maintain their balance within themselves, they won't be able to maintain the balance in the relationship either. And then you have this immature energy here that's been happening. So while they do love you and they do want this reconciliation with you, they feel as though getting right within themselves and maintaining their own balance is more important than rushing in with an offer that may be premature. So let's see what they're thinking. What is Taurus's lover? They know that you're going to tell them like it is. I mean, they know that you're going to be straight with them, and they want to be straight with you. Remember, we were talking earlier about they want to be honest with you, and I think they want to come with a sincerity. I think what they're thinking is that you're going to turn them down, right? You're going to say, you know, look, have you really thought about this? I mean, is this going to be the same old shit? You know, we tried this once before and it was a disaster because neither one of us were ready for it. Are you ready to be transparent with me? Am I ready to be transparent with you? Are we mature enough to handle it this time around? But there is an idea that they have that there's been a transformation, and I think the transformation has been within themselves. They are no longer juggling, and what they're left with is the idea of loss. They're saddened by the loss of this situation. And they know that they walked away, but I think they walked away to find themselves or to find their own peace. And although it may not have been fair, they're going to be honest with you about what happened here. They were trying to prevent irreparable damage, right? They were trying to prevent this from not ever being able to be put back together again. So, for whatever that means for you guys. Let's see what their intention is for you. I think this person has a tendency to put your happiness before their own, or they did in the relationship. This person strikes me, and now we have Leo. This person strikes me here as a person who, while they were having these issues, right? They were having all these issues going on with themselves. They weren't being vocal with you about it. They weren't voicing it, maybe. And they were putting you before themselves. They wanted your happiness to be the most important priority in the relationship. Meanwhile, they were sitting over here, you know, dying inside for whatever was going on with them. They want to bring you this husband energy, this commitment. They want another opportunity to bring this commitment, husband, committed energy to the relationship, right? And they want to put this in and out stuff, this I'm here for a good time, not for a long time type of energy down. They don't want that anymore. They don't want this unstable energy here, and they don't want it to be just about the bedroom. They want it to be all encompassing. So, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. So let's see, somebody also may not be single here either, okay? So let's see what they want to say to you. Time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. Your silence feels safer to me. I don't want to get hurt again. That's why they're not reaching out and communicate, because they don't want the conflict in the situation. Conflict being the rejection, right? I'm in love with you and I'm ready to take action. I want to build a beautiful life with you. Like I said, they want to bring that commitment energy to the situation. Let's see what their next move may be. Longing. Again, we have longing. So I kind of feel like you're both feeling that way about each other. They're longing for you and you're longing for them. They want to come back and put this situation back together again, and you're kind of trying to face the fact that you don't think they're ever going to reach out to you. I think they felt like, again, they were having to endure what was going on with them in order to maintain your happiness in the relationship. So their next move is they're going to reach out and communicate with you. Just keep in mind that, you know, even though owning situations and owning responsibility in relationship or to yourself or whatever, or owning actions may be painful, you know, if you don't do that, you don't purge it out. And if you don't purge it out, you never progress. So sometimes, even though a person has to face their behavior, you cannot take that away from them. They have to face their responsibility in situation. So let's see how they feel about you in the bedroom. Oh, okay. Well, you guys, that's kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? Okay, wow. They may be all thumbs sometimes. And Taurus, I get the idea you don't want to be single. You want this situation to come back together again, but you don't trust that it's going to move forward in the future because you don't feel like there's been any healing in this situation. And healing is what's needed to bring a new beginning. You're not blocking it out, but you just don't feel like this is going to end up in a committed relationship. So there's something obviously about the nurturing that you bring to the relationship that they enjoy. Your femininity is what they really enjoy. Foundations, you bring the stability to their life. And also, they kind of are into your, you know, your boobies. Of course, there's this oral sex thing they have with you. This person may be somebody who just enjoys that anyway. But they fantasize about that with you. They do have this old-fashioned idea about them that they want to court you. It's not just all about that. They want to bring the other elements in as well. They want to court you. And they don't mind spending a little money in order to do it properly. So just bear that in mind. So let's see what a final outcome can be in this situation. I've got the Ten of Cups coming out, Ten of Cups. Somebody needs to put down the sauce, right? Somebody feels like, though, if they can overcome these issues, they can certainly have this new beginning. And I think, Taurus, even though, and you could be dealing with fire signs too, but Taurus, I think even though you were prepared to move forward no matter what, and you are not fixated on the outcome of this situation, right? So you're saying to yourself, you know, I don't know that they're ever going to come back into my life again. I don't know that they've ever gotten well. If they do, great. We can pick it up from there and see what happens. But if they don't, I'm going to be moving forward regardless. But I think you're going to be hearing from them. And for some of you, there's a choice between two. There's a choice between two men at this point. So somebody's going to be coming into communication, Taurus. This person's going to be coming back into communication with you. And they're going to be transparent. And there's not going to be an element of winning at all costs for whoever that applies to out there. They want to be able to reunite this situation. And I don't think that they're going to stall about commitment any longer. I think they freed themselves from from something. Okay. So let's get some love cards on it. Take a chance on love. Sudden changes coming. This person may catch you by surprise by coming back, contacting you. This is a new path. Forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. So new path moving forward with this partner. Again, more changes, asking for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. So I think this is for your partner, not falling back into old patterns. Let's see. Let's get these on it. Observing, actions speak louder than words, right? Somebody was stuck in their own ship. There was a block. There could have been third party for some of you guys. But remember, there was a silence because there was a suffering in silence, right? Taurus, I think what you want to avoid in this situation, especially for those of you that it applies to, that there are two choices here. I think that you feel like because this person is never going to resurface back into your life, that you're going to settle for the second choice. This says, hey, you know what? Don't do that. You know, if you want to hold out for the best, whatever your best is, it doesn't necessarily have to mean this person, then do that. But don't settle out of fear or the resignation that you think this person's not ever going to reach out to you again. Compromise within boundaries, right? Be flexible. Mutual understanding between the two of you has to happen before you can move forward. You're entering unknown territory. It's going to be a big surprise, this person coming back into your life. So let's get an advice card and call it a day. Okay. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love. So you can choose. You always have a choice, free will. You can choose love. You don't have to choose love, but you can. I choose to learn through love. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. So compassion, the universe has my back. If you're having the fear of letting this person back into your life because you feel like, oh, they're going to be the same old shit over again, you know, just understand and tell yourself, you know, the universe is always working out things to my highest good, right? I'm a co-creator. I'm not a victim. I'm a co-creator, and I have choices. I'm resilient. I can handle whatever comes my way. So you're taking yourself out of a place of victim mentality and allowing fates to happen to you. And you're putting yourself in a position of empowerment in which you are the one making the choices and creating your own life. So Taurus, that's what I have for you, and I'll see you guys later.